This is Feed Your Mind, and so in today's video we're gonna talk about if the North Pole is actually moving. And so scientists are claiming that the North Pole is moving. They're actually concerned about a flip, like they think there's gonna be a pole flip, even though there's no proof of a South Pole. There's only real proof of a North Pole where our compasses point to, and there's theories that if you follow that compass where it's pointing, you could possibly end up at the gates of, some are saying Eden, others call it by different names, but they say there could be something mysterious at the north center that our magnets are pointing to. It doesn't seem too out of unreasonable, because really the fact that a magnet actually points somewhere is a big deal. That's like something that people overlook as just a common thing. They try to say the core of the earth is actually what's generating this magnetism. And if you think about it, the core of the earth is too hot. It's way too molten for there to be a magnetic energy coming from the core. So they're saying that on the globe earth theory, they're saying the core of the earth is generating this magnetic energy and it's creating these poles. And they think eventually one day there's going to be a pole flip where the North Pole becomes the South Pole. And they're saying this probably, well, they're trying to say that this happens once every 500,000 years or so. They even try to say something like that could have happened, well, several times before. And so they're expecting it to happen. They just don't know when. But like I said, there's no real proof of a South Pole. So their whole hypothesis, there's a lot of holes in it anyways. But as far as the North Pole moving, well, they try to say there's a geographic North Pole, but then there's a magnetic North Pole. And then they're saying that this magnetic North Pole is actually moving. So the geographic North Pole is just a place that maps would point to. It's a set location that they're saying this is the geographic North Pole, but the magnetic North Pole, they're saying, is actually shifting and it's actually speeding up. They're saying it usually moves about 17 meters a year now, instead of like what was before, it was like 10 centimeters a year. So it's picking up. They're saying there's this shift to the east, I believe is what they're saying. And they're saying this magnetic north is on the move. So there's plenty of explanations for that, though, if that's even true. I mean, let me know your thoughts. Do you believe the North Pole is actually moving, the magnetic north? If it is moving, I mean, there's explanations for that. It could be shifting possibly. If this earth is much bigger than we've been told, that would make sense, because, well, there's room for the magnetic north to move in if they're saying east, it could be moving in a way where the sun follows the magnetic north. And as the magnetic north moves in a circular motion around the larger earth, then basically the Antarctic is frozen right now because of the sun moving around this North Polaris. But if that whole North Polaris is moving in a circle as well, then eventually the sun could end up moving in a way where Antarctica could end up melting. And who knows what would be found buried under that ice. So this hypothesis is for those that are willing to entertain the idea of this earth being much more than we were told. So if we haven't been told the full story about this earth, this hypothesis is a pretty interesting one to think about. And it would make like each area of the earth melt as the North Polaris moves around this bigger circle, which could almost be kind of like a zodiac larger circle clock, where right now we're limited to months and years, and then there's centuries and eons and more. So basically in these cycles, the North Pole would move around in a larger area as you could almost say is described in that moon map where it shows a larger Earth with other continents. And just for example, you could use that and just visualize how we're just in one, with our islands of this known Earth, we're in one set area of this larger circle of Earth. So it wouldn't necessarily have to be an infinite plane in that hypothesis. It would be a limited circle, but it would be a much bigger circle. And even Admiral Byrd said that he had saw other continents beyond Antarctica. So this could be what he could have been describing is a possibility that there's more land, and it would all be frozen right now, because our sun would be in our circle right now, and as it moves, Antarctica could start melting, and the sun could be shifting, and all the continents we're on now would end up frozen eventually, and new continents would emerge unfrozen as the sun moves around the larger circle of the Earth. And so, let me know what you think about this hypothesis. So basically, this would describe the scientific ice age theories, but would describe it on a flat Earth. So, as if there's something to the whole ice age thing, this could describe it, and it could be something that happens, throughout the years, 500,000 years, they're saying. So, who knows if this is anything to do with this Earth that we live on or not. Let me know your thoughts. If this is true, it'd be interesting to see what type of things would be found melted under the ice. I mean, there could be anything found. We could have all types of animals. Who knows what types of animals they could find, or what types of civilizations might have existed on these frozen areas before, when they weren't frozen. There was some findings in Antarctica with structures found from an aerial view, and it looks like some possible structures are buried under the snow. So who knows if those areas in Antarctica that are frozen now could be. So if Antarctica is this vast land of frozenness, that they're trying to say it's just a small piece of land, but if it's really, it could just be almost unlimited land. And like I said, it doesn't have to be unlimited. It could just be a larger amount of land than we've been told, and we're being told to stay in our circle of the Earth where the sun is circling right now. And if people start exploring outside of that, they might find frozen things and structures and proof of ancient civilizations under the ice in other areas. There's all types of theories when it comes to this stuff. So this isn't, like I said, it's not exactly the infinite plane theory, but this is just another hypothesis that you can add to your whole playlist of understandings of possible explanations when it comes to the flat Earth. So, like I said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section and the description box. And let me know, do you really think the magnetic north is actually moving like the scientists are telling us? So, yeah, like I said, I'm gonna leave a link if you want to look up more information about the magnetic north with me in the comment section and the description box. I'm also gonna leave a link if you want to sign up to my free email newsletters. Plus, I'll leave a link to my other channel. I'm going to be at Feed Your Mind 3, dropping videos on information I don't cover on this channel. And I'm also going to leave a link to my social media, plus much more. I'm accepting $1 donations if you want to help keep Feed Your Mind online. Thank you for tuning in. This has been Feed Your Mind, signing off.